Yankopon de me basa so no na nya mfie aduanan. And to the Deputy Chief of Staff, Francis Asenso Boache. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Commissioner of Police. Now the Director General, Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service. COP Ken Yeboah. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you. I think something there. I think it's a.
We see, I say, a video, Oboni Ombe, a Bimusu, thank you, Anna.
Say, Obi Owa, or per se, the order by my and 2D.
No, but for the sake of transparency and
transparency, but I'm going to transparency.
Behind you shouting. Where more? You see?
Did you say?
And some transparency and accountability. Look at how your producers are shouting.
My
politician be, oh yes, let's hold him to account.
Monson Pack, Munina Motor, Monson Pack, Monson voters register for Ramuna de Mushachano. What could you do? Can you by Eva? Secretary General. Secretary General. At the same.
Yamida Chame. Now where?
Oh, Yamia Dumboko. Why?
Oh, Midasi, Yamina.
Batik Wanyadio.
No, Benkasa, Matthias here. Okay. No, I'll handle it after
Matthias.
In fact.
So okay,
yeah.
Can see no problem.
No, Matthias. Oh no, and you're very right. Thank and you'll be handled.
Me no. Aluta continua.
Victoria Seta. And then Chibia Luta Bibeba.
Sawa.
And would ever do come.
Mate. That's how they been doing now.
Oh yes. Yes, I say Luta and
Charlie, ya bro. Charlie.
The struggle until you the struggle can't stop.
It can't stop.
Yes. The struggle for the common good.
Sure.
Would have to continue.
Honorable Titi.
Yes, sir.
That is say.
Namiadumo.
So the last week, Namino Anawa.
Last week, Namiadumi Bahan.
Overcome Park Nibiana.
Oh, Debbie, Yamema.
And Penny for call.
They were a very competent and able team. Adebia Omokwa. Amobuama. Ajunchire Ekokai.
And I say, I'm on Boko, monk of fire and trench position here.
Oh, as political parties, you know, yeah, committee, you know, with open minds.
We hope so.
Yeah, Mumna, yeah, Bompire say, he's in Peniforno, almost with that level of open minds, you know. Senate discussions, you know, ever con Jojo, Sena Yenina, yes, episode discussions, you know, echo. But almost ever meeting, you know, with entrenched positioner. Ever process, no, be very difficult.
I am for about with entrenched position.
Easy.
Anyway, oh dear, yeah, be do. I think.
No.
I pack and matters are right. So the Secretary General there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Me that say, me say, medican aka, you want some say. The advisory committee was a great opportunity for all of us to come to the table. And I Mika say, sir, opportunity and say yes I know. Because the way anonymous we Canadian na yen hu bibia yenyina yegina and one say political parties no enen krofo a omuka ho asem no obia Canada and the and near the plural of Mampenny there. I don't know period no. Me see the plural of Mampenny.
A man penny for
that now. Omakasano. I think they have spoken my mindset. And it's everybody should go to the table. Obia enko meeting with an open mind. And my uncle with preconceived ideas, oh, Mimi position here into Kwambia, so that position must win the day. Where's Anna? The compromise and the consensus building now, me have advocated no, and Yadia be Juma. But young call with the mind say you could hear arguments. Now, on the basis of the superiority of arguments, then we can move forward as a country. Because now this is a major event in an election year. And we must go to a meeting with open minds. Na yenko tie arguments are any to the arguments are the electoral commission and we should judge the presentation on his own on his merit. And my uncle say, oh, that. So even if they are making sense, we will refuse to see sense. And now because if they are not making sense, we say, oh, they are making sense. Let's go there with an open mind. And me what GD say by the time I baby would have had a clear way forward. Na me GD say so way forward new year for a year ebe boy because you about to some media. We need to get it right from the start. But say if we get it wrong from the start there, and we have a long way to go. Aka 10 months, and these are processes. This might just be the first step, but there are other several processes. Yebeye ansana batu dana ankasa edru. Nti I am very convinced. Say by the time we are done with IPAC meeting, there would be a certain dominant position by reason of the superiority of arguments among for bear advance, and I'm sure we should be able to work with that dominant position, we can go forward. Like I said, Mimi will margin on this issue, but I would, like I said, keep our view, to express it at the forum, because that is where it will be valuable. Until say opportunity never there, you bet share our dream. Na ye betre ne nsu ye fi se eyema ye kabina me kabi amamu no and true, and we will just not be speaking in a vacuum. We'll be speaking to facts, evidence and documents ayensu ye hu, all with a view to making sure say we start this election process on the right footing. Na about to dan beko akodru no then we would have had absolute confidence in the process. Na outcome no we can all own it in sanwema no nti me say mrekra ya tie nti ene de wadaroma ye nche. And let me also on this occasion commend Meno institution some time ago now active members, and for some reason it took a very unfortunate turn.
You mean
but
the nooks?
It appears nooks na Mickey, but
they're finding their vision.
Yeah, now it appears they are beginning to find their bearing. Having interest in national issues,
sure,
and being bold to say okay. I think they are also advocating dialogue, and this is what Nooks is always known for, taking part in shaping the national discourse. Until ekosu say idea ebeboa me bo mo abaso and amam penyin for dada no omoso ye bo mo abaso they've advised and they've counseled say yemma cool has improvely na sa entrenched positions like I said yenjai na yenko ho with open minds. And Mijidi said this is the best advice they could give to Nkrofo omoko omohono no. Yenso ye this advice even though we didn't go ye kan hu so ye de be ejuma na Mijidi say at the end of the day we have always come out of situations like this. Anytime you feel like there is a deadlock, there is no
way out.
A way out. Ye share say na ye ma sabi o man no hodo idea, we always come up with a solution, and I dare say and also we'll come up with a solution, a workable one that will make sure say bato now this is just on a light note. Uncle Freddy can say obema 5 computers.
5, yeah.
Uncle Freddy I say me ba me dey computers na me ba I say me sure na me ba. Titi dey yo. Na NDC for dey yo.
I take you back.
No, me bo NDC for just like on the issue with the Minkana Makosa myself. I don't understand why TT is surprised. This is an appeal I'm making. Say Miss Meba be trained by me dey computers. Nti Manuisi
I think Martin.
Nti ebedin komo after
sure.
IPAC.
Oko cry bekasa.
That's exactly the point.
Exactly. We know how we do it.
Of course. Nti me that's.
And Luther continua.
Victoria Center.
Charlie Vedasi. Titi.
Yeah.
Titi many article asem do hwe mu awuhu. That is why.
Nyamiadum.
Pacho maminti.
Bibia boko. na anope yɛde nkyia kɛseɛ ɛde magana fo nyinaa kan mo a mutie u program yi ansa mɛhyɛ aseɛ no ɔkyena 31st January wobɛka yɛ afi atwee mu no exactly 31st ɛna yɛyɛ by election ɛwɔ Ayawaso West Wogon constituency wobɛka yɛ na sa abatoɔ no nyɛma bi sisi yɛ ɛwɔ yabatoɔ mu wɔ memu a anko yie na obìnrin bɛka sɛ it was a dent on our political history as a country, especially our fourth Republican constitution.
Is that the only dent in by-elections that
it's a dent simply because the state institution was used on the citizens of this country.
Okay.
I don't know. And what say? Ire efi. Ntinyami yo aduma ochina ewo Presby Labaoleshi Presby Church. Yebeye a commemorative deba bi wo honomo. Na ya friend speakers kuku down na omuni public no embe kasa. Invitations no Christian Council eminent personalities bi wo memu nkofo bebre gidi se ye nyina beba ne abeboa se na esibe ya na esiye no as political parties no saade no ensi ewo memu ebiom enti eno ne eyi a mepese betwi mu adwen eba so ene eye da kese ewo yabato ho nhihye ewo memu sanse easy omonkasa omu independent eminent personalities bi omoapa say omumua ne omujuma omuye as electoral commission no omutumi eto omufo ehun say nyama ACC between electoral commission any other political parties ewo memu ewo abato hu nhihye no enya ade a ekoyie enti omato anamon say omu as eminent personalities are yedi saa tumi no ama omu no ombehwe na enyina ya transi ewo pun na ya den yakasa na yen as a political party NDC no ye welcome saa decision no ene nyame ya aduma ye mpanyimfo a ye kan elections mu ewo memu mo bi yie ebe kan saa nhihye no ho na de ba kwa me pese me ya sure Ghana fo nyina say as a political party no ye come with an open mind say ye kwako discuss issues dispassionately and I say ebe fifi nsem no mu na nyina at the end of the day no ye to adwen ni wie a nya ye nyina ye bebo no po no na ye de abeto abontin na nka coalition no of various political parties against new voters register no ehihye ne say anka be ya sa eyi ene ehihye no anka ye telecast in live emagana ni bia ehunia ekoso esan say various institutions aka omwadwen efa sa easy nhihye a omo person omo di be ya various political parties any civil society groups I wo memu omo aka sisu se enya ade a ombe prinso na mejidi se ankene no ye ma hu kwan na various radio TV stations etumi carry sa event ni live a ebe open up issues no magana fo nyina ehu near various political parties any civil society groups no edi to abontin se na sibe ya Ghana fo nyina any political parties nyina ebeye adwen baako na anope na metie uni easy friends
Solviano
yes na o decide say enya ade a obekasa bebre esan say ene na issues no omo kwa decide on the issues no. But yen as a political party and a member of the coalition, you know, against a new voters register no. Yatutu anamom bebre. Yeni impenyimfo a ewo omemu akonya nkitahundie. Se metumi akaya yeni Dr. Sheikh Nu Shaributu yeni no office no akonya nkitahundie. Yeni His Excellency former President of the Republic of Ghana Jerry John Rawlings any former President J. Kufuor eni omu nyina akonya nkitahudie ewo saa asemu no emu anopai se wo hwe Daily Graphic ni Times omo report on nhemu a yene His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings ekonya ye no na menwa very instructive say after yene penyimu ehia ye no okansan bi na asema a kire say ne ekoso no penyimfo bia wo memu no omudi omadwen ananse omu hwe ni a ekoso no na mepese meyihu kituwe bi His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings I can say bi or see there is so much mistrust that we do not find a way of dealing. If we do not find a way of dealing with some of these issues, they will remain and sour the atmosphere during the election period. Just say, near air kosono, senia yenina yenji yehudi ananyasa. About one who call about one electoral commission, you know. I was say various political parties, you know, enya GDAB ewo mumu say nia omu kwa akoye no at the end of the day no it will near to the benefit of the entire system. Ebani say ye bi omo adwemu na say ye di nyama bi e hye kukuo mu ye nyama bi a ense emfata emfa akruye emba abatuo mu enti the former president, you know, acknowledge say there is that level of mistrust, and I say a GDA ni honumu. And the sad year no, I was say yes, na yes so ano. Or say yan she ya, and no, and edi basa ya, and I say ye ebe to me aba eno ni nyamebia yempe ewo yabatu mu. Osaso kai say
but unmade ayem ngonwa pa
minwa meti o
every da ben na change of register de basa e ba Ghana manyusim
minwa eya ye susu nyama bi hu a nia ye hu no e wa amononi countries around us ye hu no ma ye susu say eye bibia e we chire se wanye wo nhihye yi a asemboni betumi ayede ato enuntina the framers of the constitution, you know, after ye set EC as a body, you know, since 1992, you know, young as political parties in EC, you know, saw the wisdom they say omo adwuma na omo ye no e wo se abranu bia no ni omo ye se no mo se be no no omo ne ye betrase atutu ho adwen enotina for the first time in the history of this country, you know, the 1992 constitution, you know, has been a constitution yet to be defended up to today, and the credit must be given to omo yes and she say look eba abato ho nsem ewo memu a e was say yema inclusion of all shades of opinion sene sibeya electoral commission omodwuma omo ye no obia ebenya gidie ewom na se gidie no ewo ho no mu a ema abato no ekọ sene omani nyina esipe no It is very instructive.
Meaning say instructive form, but the entire maybe sasasem say the electoral commission person wo enya ade bi nsi ewo yamanyo se muda free time wa yesesa free ID card amfoni ni moso
exactly
the kokromoti na team so ebesi ba bi amfoni ni bo eno kwa de ba ni mu a the last time I change sa register ho 2012
yeah
May 2012
yeah
and ye chro said at least a bit nimu kwa me nyini ndru ba bi ade but ma hu se sa register de to aba ya assistant prensa me hu bi kwa ma hu se assistant prensa me nyina basa amba and ade electoral commission ye na danti ade na ye peculiar about way I say when kwa the electoral commission o ka say obekoso asesa basa beba na de ehunu nkofo amaso no ma mfa ne say ya chichire bi ntimi ma sa bit na ya menti ase
minua
papa
who can say in 2012 ana ye nyina ye G2 mu say ye be biometric registration exercise no na se wo be kai a answer ye be call biometric no na easy no was very transparent, open to all shades of opinion. The political parties in etrance G2 mu say ni say ena ye pese ye and you won't say at that time no political parties in G2 mu say this is the way forward as a result of political parties any civil society groups any electoral commission omo nyina omo tena pro baako enim omo to adwen decided on the way forward. There was inclusiveness, transparency in the decision making. What you here? And only difference what 2012 biometric registration any near say easy for year. Say no easy I was say no I na adwen say by virtue of the fact say constitution amanu that level of independence in terms of omuni ye ndino bibi ombe bia no they care less about the other stakeholders, and that is the danger. And only idea me any wo e wo say ye bo hu ban na bisa easy say den na asisa because from 1992 up to 2016 elections who no political parties in etrase even baby crown parties in the crampo omuni omo enya adwen no at the end of the day no ye to me enya consensus say ye nyina ye agree say ye no see a ebeboa with the little reservations other parties ewo but niema sad nyama no so ye nyina ye nya ho faso ne say easy as a body was very transparent. They were very open. Say ombeti obia na nia obia beka no ombe hwe se nia omde be den omde be ye adwuma. And that is the difference. And noti ana ishisha we are easy eye no edi insem bebrebe yi aba wa hwe se eminent personalities omo decide say omo ni parties ni nyina ebeba together na nia atosin no omo etumi ayeden a rectify say na sibe ya that level of consensus ye de be ye adwuma na omo ka asem ni wi a yisi afom echi a start announce omo shadows omo bibia when nyina kire say the current EC is not ready for dialogue. But Yadanyankupon say political parties and take entrenched position about this meeting. But Omunyina decided say and the meeting ombeko. Na near besi biano at the end of the day ye debate tuja. And nothing near see in 2012 and 20 year nsusuaso ewom and I said there are some differences nti ano ni problem no nti your former president ono so akire na adwen and His Excellency John Jekum Akufo ono so akire na adwen omo nyina omo say yenhwe say consensus building yenhwe say there will be dialogue on the issue various parties and take entrenched positions enti no nyomaka no yeso yafa no wa asopam enu nti na enne political parties ye nyina ye kose ye betie na EC4 ba beka na enra nsem bi omu kika ne de bigidi se enne no ye kwa enye sansem ena omu kwa akoka
say
omo ye omu hihye dada na hihye na omu aye no ena omu ba beka kire yen enye sa na ye ejuma no
ba ohu say electoral commission no na ye mra no emra no mu no owo ho kwan say abato ho bra bia obo
sa
but sa debate me say beginning of January basis sa bra me ne mo atena here have engaged you guys from both sides of the political divide Metie NDC Metie MPP those who are arguing for new register Metie those against new register Metie but I say more position here against the new register no you seem to suggest say EC no anye the momo pena it means the EC is not listening and that is exactly what you've done this morning.
It's because of their posture. What you has here no say EC4 from the beginning process after process event after event omu meeting political parties any omu etutu adwen ewo ho a ojidi say ebedu bebi ayedu yi anka yendu bebi ayedu yi but they decided say they will shroud some of the issues in secrecy. What you has here say issues be wo hono mu a political parties ebeti no Martin won frame but that has not been the position of EC from immemorial. What you has here from the beginning ni nyina no nhihye bia ombeye bia no omuni political parties no eden etrase esusu enti ni aye kan say you feel say the integrity of our elections is at stake and as political parties as stakeholders many wo yen ye court to abano it is our duty.
One more question now to us.
Okay.
In 2012, time electoral commission says register was the integrity of our election at stake?
The integrity of our elections was at stake. And that is why
in 2012?
Yes. That was the reason why science is as political parties ye making sure say science is ebeba. Because at that time if the processes have not been transparent, open.
Okay.
Ujidi say who say anka AC around that time.
One more question. Say more problem here the processes leading to that decision easy are taking and now say register ankasa also was son and a problem no.
To respond to that, Tienia ex-president Nikai or see the steps being taken must be transparent. So no one has any doubt about the integrity of the process.
In human world?
What you here? Minya, yes, in the human world, you need to be 100%. But there's dialogue. There's consensus building. And the benefits are, as of mine, in terms of our fourth Republican Constitution, in terms of dialogue, in terms of consensus building. So why do we want to breach a processor? I enhance yet democratic processes, the better, Why do you want to truncate that thing now? Then answer.
Martin.
Another question, what's saying you beside home?
Mami go bisaya bi ana ono so ebetimi amai answer no. Ya aduma ko ba fi MPP ni Honorable Theophilus Tetechai wono Greater Accra Regional Secretary edema NDC kanen no ye MP Ablekuma Central. Earlier no mate Atik Mohammed o chotro for penima PNC. Bibinti Atik so call IPAC meeting tino wetia ne nan achi kakra na obu o ma munti me ne matiefu adofo tino oba ha no be kire se enye so wate eso atua na mumu okọ IPAC ya aduma ku ba vie nche bia ona na kasa edema MPP amanyako no full soldiers president yaw marching
yaw mejo so
bi ya mo je me so say marching ya nua na se ya jabibe na mejo so de
aso mejo so raya
aha eno cry na we de eze o kasa good him bibi no kasa good him
o say
eze o dem fa ba ko
o asempa ye ma mic na bre
ya mami tio register na IPAC ne ho nsensem yi
me da CP ya de di kan mami nyina afidikasi so na me ntia Ghana fo nyina ntia kese no enkoma Jubilee House yura His Excellency na Danko Akufo-Addo yura His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aswafo ani nipa bia o mayi mu nananum ahemfo titiri ne menhia yaw ma ho ase nyame pa we cha na be di mfia aduanan no de radiase be nyame do bedro ne ni se nyame a o hye nyuma passe no eno wa ho brase eno o sitie no odo beko
amen
amwa be yesisudua amadachi bia nchirima so abodi dia kasem
amen
yaw mami nyina fidie so na memfa bo ba konkom no mamienu so musa sora make on 7-day Adventist nyame pa Central Ghana Conference and on the first conference about o mayi mu 1977 edi mfie aduenum ya memni de ya hye ho fa kese o kuma se kwada so ya empanimfo ahodo ni nyina afiro ma ya fa na nyina no eba ya ma omu nyina so tirim kwa onyame mmoa e odwumadi a memni da kwafo bidie ya mumasua ya pomuden adra dwuma wodi ne ma no bebrebe ni susudua ani swadi hunu pom de ama mabuno no isha wo hure ya mawie ni sa no meni acheche tai kan odi kan say nyame pa da be na ye ko ayewa so no
Friday ochana
o meba ayewa so meba ayewa so meba kire say ayewa so won nsem o 1996 George Amowe ni ya sa me ndis na net so a omu chinchim no nsa ema asem no kura mra ye kan wie ye no na ye se na otwe mi unipo ko ya na parliament e ko yi na ye Ira George Amo ene Rebecca Adote nti ho na wonsem ye be ko ni akokai china nyam fiada no china no ye be ko ni akonso akobo mampanin His Excellency na Danko Akufo-Addo abaso kire se over the years ya hweti true pa during the era of NDC bia no vigilantism in manema ekoso no mbu o mani guso na Danko Akufo-Addo se penin traffic ma se biamfo or the next form what a committee me a commission me ahwe TV so de ko ye bia yehuni nyina o wie ye no wan transe was enough is enough wasam ya shemra vigilantism law enti ye no se be ko ni akobo na baso but the mesa sense we kira ye nyina ye ko no MPP NDC o bia nko use platform no to instigate. Rather, we should use the platform to advise our followers. And when we pass a 7 penny for a year, dear Nimono, and yet the pet, name of money, your patriotism should be preached tomorrow, rather than say it be used to instigate people into a no, and never baby. Teten Bapa Kunyatum on Metron chain.
Yo, Mate.
Okay. Ya, maybe any sano. Mimi, I can say, dessert a fed NDC for. Womo ani womo mo kan mo nipa ku be se mienu ana mi nse bi nipa bi kan ho no wo mutu anamon se omo ko former president efo no ho so omo ko yeru akofo papa nyame hira ba bia wo bia ye do ho ho ye ho omo ko yeru Rollins so papa nso ye chia opa mfie ni ko nani mo no ye nya ho mfaso ye do ase eno omo ko Sheikh Dr. Nuhu Sharbutu bo ana omo ko ne ho no na yawe menu yi kasa nipa no miensa ni nyina kasa no was single out Rollins there and was say mistrust na Rollins kan ye no wan fa ankasa ye NDC and one kasa ye or the say electoral commission and one kasa ye MPP na mistrust no if you ha ho na eba why na take entrenched position say yempene enti say be you so mistrust no near the generalization in fallacy no a hasty generalization. What kind of mistrust? Yeah, me no trust is here, no. Sabi, there is a mistrust between a watchman and a thief. So comfort person we are there. Yeah, na so free say watchman na what muna obejinadi. So obviously there is a mistrust. And you know there is some sort of ambiguity over here. It is subject to interpretation. I don't know what an idea, but we need to be open up. It's a foot to no day bano. Mistrust no. Me to is a bit market chai me ni. It's a mistrust. na saa ne de betra oman no mu that kind of entrenched position that posturing yampene yade kwa hene fa ndi ho ne hwe wo yi they trust to be on so am person make an say ya okra take kuta me the finder one of the best people in the country now so oka sembi sendro echi e de bohai chief imam spokesperson backs EC on new voters register we dey nyesa mbom srem akon no sumi ni atetecha o mko ho no de onka ho asem yemfa ye no emfa ento no ya we pani for NDC for ko ho mu no wo ma tutu anoma ho ne de kwa kire pani because mo say yam pene anything pani for no mo koki ko mo no mu na ahwe obi a ofri say wo buo o de man pani for no o kokra na in the first place edin a de to ho so akaka bi nsem din ni ade yam pene no you shouldn't have gone that tangent. But what the caretaker said decision, you know, yeah, what the other two in China, what might take a decision because and then now what you are not mean like Tivanda point here, and the electoral commission, the batono, and your Bessie, and some of the can be brave. But the difference between MPP and this, and he said, Assemba, ye the Maraka, ye the Fienyan Saka, ye the Abotreka, ye the Yamisoka, ye the Omai Hudoka, ye Faka Kabin Sem in Yemin. Adiching ya one of your sister stations, ANIT FM. Permit me to mention their names. Nama Jerry and Anetiano. Baba Jama on so hey, dear Bessie. Sam Rani Yamwapon Kokra, I can't see between 20 Pacon, can't send. Every free anchor, the uncle them Kobopo, and in the Maniema. And child, there are some of you in Nemo, said them with City, and one who Brazilian City. I think you are in the wrong party. Because once you people are advocating peace, once some of you are advocating peace, those out there, Minya, a jamum, Etidiana Mokakoka, Nayam cousin, you don't know how bloody is Christ. The 21st century, Yadia Jenekasa, Mud Atinka, oh, Empire no infantry chain. But dear Yaka Yakan, the Yami Deckers here, say, easy, I'm not their spokesperson, and I don't intend to be one. But no credit say, and penning for eminent advisory committee, no. Some will wear them or Mutinamukui, and in a way, no, by influence, no, so I'm more free say, easy, actually say, woman or Muraso, and woman Murafutroso, and penning for me two for dear. Why don't they be commended? A woman Samrano, Yadiamo, and child, let me quote this 14th November 2016. Kenya, a year former president, a year candidate Mama, or can I say, lately it has become fashionable for the largest opposition party to discredit the Electoral Commission. All kinds of accusations, including unprintable insults, held at the person of the EC chair, have become normal. It is an old trick meant to vilify the referee and reduce the credibility of the referee in the eyes of the public. And no, and I run this car one seven. As say, Sabreno, yeah, position, or describe it and say, lately, Sabreno Mono, now what saying, party B and small more near the just to discredit. And then running say, can say, and no Pinamo yet electoral commission. That is a clear example of mistrust. Now, till we cry the San Hitimo say, being in an election year, I will appeal to all political parties and other civil society organizations to give the Electoral Commission the peace of mind to do its work. Was here what back to a brain, you know? Was who catch a party who do any this can be President Mama, candidate Mama, and I can say you. So be a Yabutranian for Boas and Farmer Electoral Commission. Then I continue say. Our constitution says that the Electoral Commission shall not be subjected to the direction or control of any person, and that includes me. Was he a minor mrano? A canny pefe the two one eshemu can say. The Pabi Brebia was Electoral Commission, you know, to me, Agent Asemtum, and Po Anukoya President, you know, 14th November 2016. So what has changed? It's a candidate, Yamomo de Neba. Ya mwen muji dia mo beton no enesa na sem a work as mo nyini na mo kwati asa yam penia e die enti ne respect sa candidate no. So in a way you have given a vote of confidence no confidence to the former president John Dramani Mama as per the mimicking, and it sounds logical, very convincing, quite irrefutable. Onu anasmo kan ye ya mo di ye adwuma enne mo mfanya adwuma Mose Papa dia wo kan ye mfanya adwuma na what betides anybody in MPP say his excellency na Danko Akufo-Addo what can some shen crying a tumpon na konanim na me mfia say na adwuma ko be me sorry yes de na ka no ye mfanya adwuma na dan yakoto abama no etiga na fo mu ntie enipa no a wono yesi anto abamani seselensi John Dramani mama candidate mama no na sem o kan ye no NDC bozi papa ye mfa nya sem o na ya we onu papa tifie no ani bodi mano a ebe de na bontinsu ni agina tom asemi that is it but ya yamra the substantive issue so far ensembe senuma na nsia electoral commission dey go abonten no ebia ni hono mu a NDC atime yi ano apart from akakabinsem so far their strategy ya omo yusu nyina no ebi ye insult character assassination name calling propaganda that is a bandwagon na Ghana fo nyina say Ghana fo nyina mo ko tra say conduct service da ben na Ghana fo nyina say na the besie the threat and of course now I demonstrated it here say saying negative saying appeal a part of communication ya me boa and the one opinion the besie but yen the consequences of it. And one more some use negative appeal, no. Normally, no, they should have credibility. Does NDC have credibility? Or the former president, most number. What being and work as a electoral commission and what the sole responsibility. See how fast I respect no mano. Then nemo satene. You are making mockery of your candidate. Your candidate. You are making, and in the eyes of the Ghanaians and the public, no, you have given him a vote of no confidence. Babinia, yamra the substantive issue, no so be. Electoral commission. Tetebia debate mano. Is it not true, say? STL for no and now woman contract lukuta woman. Omo abeka machines no obsolete. Say boa mon fan to mon come here. Is it not true, say simple 1% machine no kra no. Omo kra no sanya moka ho asem say e kan ya de adinti no a aninti yan kra no a. Is it not true, say kano more than say better foforo. Not to say chai say do super life what are you blue near ye wumi academic shirt pan washi. Now wa kwana chade we wo ne mon wo the same manufacturer na yes at atade no with the same tester the dada no ne bo ne chen mo no. Not to chai ka chem sem pedada no a obi abeka se ne wuyi nkonya and now the koyesu mu ade because the mono de ho anempe. Just tell me they toso miensa ya muntie ade amoka ho cost no and is it because say contract na I end no because say no and na ya STL for year no busumi bia no ye boka $4 million ya is it not true sasika no yan fan kantan konso na ye ni ankasa de tehin eno ni ade ba kwa Ghana fo nya hunu ye sa busumi bia yan ade sa $4 million no kotugu na mu ko mu jasai mu wi no mpe ni abana ye kontomre na fe na afefen so a eno so mani nyiri kura ma no mmama nkan afen so tutu no soro bosomi bia ka mu jade to hon mo no ana said e bi no ka mo fa kire kwaji bi me boa eno de eja amati for but the point ni say is it not true say so maka sa de toso biom tete wo de we ni de say electoral commission kura nkan ya ye ne e wo dem say no me wa ha Peter Square wa ha say Reverend Asante wa ha Bafo wa ha Oduro wa ha Nana ya wa ha mesum wa so wa ha enti nipa wa ha no no ye kwa be senson na ya we say ya ba se sia na nipa nson no e kwa ba se mienu be ka ho a mabobo ye din because ye nim ye din enti mienu no aka no hwan din ye mfa nkoto no so previously and I hear that too we had 10 regions and they were 16 enti in the same vein no why din ye mfa code and ye mfa nkomo obie. You've not been able to answer all these things. Very convincing, very cogent. Na kakabism and I am penny and I you say, Tete, Mammy Chro, 21st century, no. And I do believe so you no go that tangent because me knew papa. But if you go that way, baby, I want to be an awushi by association. But more importantly, 21st century, baby, I could read. Samre 79 yesu sankete ne nya mania me koso ani ade nyano mo mani mfiri honom o mana kodrum pempen so a ya busa very critical question and now I like you because you are very consistent with that question ya busa yi say ya change ayi over the years eye den ntokwansi na ukuta dwen say e ntokwa bisi ya we 1992 na nya opaque na de to aba and yachita ne baba metric me boana and na bedum pempenso what is obi akentokwa enti the one journey ne nimba bi ote do no one mistrust senior running se kan ya they are rather directing redirecting it no afiti wo and who the cafes let him wait eye den na mombo makwa say and na de besie ye change biometric you know bibia no esi ye mo krampo no the position electoral commissioner taking no ebe bua mo ebe shamoden because ya way ye did the set on print in kwan eye and nese ne be ya abatwa ye told and saying no ye nipa be 5.4 million to district level election no as compared to general election a nipa close to 16 million and no kran for only to amana atwa ho ahia enye ewiase afa na nyina na ye de clearly looking at the population any sub voter register no ye bloated odi am fair no to no man ya we aswa ye kan say o de sa nipa 5.4 no over me dia kototo no akoma this flimsy and lame argument say I and I say sebi yetimi dia to dia ne fan kotu 5 million against 16 million. It's really ridiculous. Now they are not to nchen ya we me mu say ye pa say koba say ye the 16 million no koto aba and the nipa 34 to 35,000 na one mo koto ye no temperate no fairly wo mo no enka dia na besie obro mayi mo ayete no aba ayeto no 50 Quincy, Nyametiase, Ghana, your man, Ghana, politicians no hard, yeah, me but Debbie, and also, yeah, it be host on the media. Say you shouldn't rationalize, you shouldn't pontificate. MPP, ya, Monkanta, and someone, ya, dear, and this in ya, Monkasma, ya, dear. Sir, registered in 2016. MPP for sa ni ense sano isi se mense sa enu they are consistent no mense sano isi se da bi yen na ye hwa abatoro so yes ena nkrata ekuta ni de enimu no yense sa yes sa emwa ye mo antiase mo so mo demonstrations ma yenu yame fa ne kranzi ye na ni kura ye kotu na ni frim ene ade ebu gabinum ni ade nyina yense sa ko twintwan se ya Isi now no say on the kuta at the end of the day he went ahead to do what he wanted to do. And then this was said that be prima easy sa sabrana tetechai. No because someone kasama easy. And now say adane. As a monson is amokasama easy. Is easy to say or person here register for MPP for say as I see a year for goes to tetechai that be pre and there be see was a more high. Some also knew your kind of said, Memela Nadani. And what's an okay, but yeah, the point is more higher. They are all kind of what be a cranium. Men and I have been doing and baby cross. It's a crow with me, Kunu, this or two Mujua. Yow, and no show, sir, one MPP has been consistent. Sir, even some Reno, yes, yes, sir. Yeah, they call Supreme Court, no, and then a Supreme Court Kai. Yeah, what is a MPP? A free our candidate, respected candidate, and our respected president now. What is or can be said, Yampini Abakuntokwa. No, that dichotomy, that distinction should be brought out. It should be pointed out. Say a trust in your canisano, Dote Yante. MPP ni NDC, Yansemo, Ebisepani could not buy. Yatasini Benyans of war. Yanya Diano, Yadi court. Mokra, dear, really, I was saying, I see a dunket, I say any idiot can go to court. If I'm to paraphrase it, any stupid person can embark on demonstration. Now the Ahmed Danny said, "Nam say MPP tia manual say." Near them done a doing no. One will say, "Yeah, when you Fred, we are saying infant, and you frantoma, and you call demonstration." Wasumu do one at yet chow. Then I know she Bernard Monapa, now can the quantity part takasri, now can the met you good who are gentlemen. I'm saying, "Muye, boys say far home mobilize resources." What you say? And Toma, yet they are found tomorrow. Near co demonstration to me bunipa tunani why you so depressed afa hu de wu ni moja gumuso demonstration amoko amutri fry chow what you say now share anabu fu swampofo no checha na say yes boys I fe me akwaku bu ahefu na we hwe ni ato abama mo one man also opposition but you fear no ntonche ya we the distinction between MPP and NDC again is say we have been consistent. Yes sir ya ba power yes sa NDC mu opposition mo some pene ya ba power mo some pene more power
but the opposition has been consistent too because in 2016 almost say EC should not change the register.
Yes,
in 2020 they are saying EC should not and almost are consistent.
And the electoral commission no emra court no e dey na Supreme Court kan almost two options. Electoral commission catch on some pedia electoral commission no or they saying voter register no with vote or they saying one more with national health insurance card koye mebrebe ko wi asa mo 54,000 pen am de koye again so almost a consistent crown yen share consistent crown na all things being equal yen dia e kai we never threatened the electoral commission. We had a try say one mo de kuta data you know e ye den all ka say yam pene na masa go further say any dey besi nipa bewu any niema and no na we all need to condemn it in no uncertain terms. Yahweh deɛ Nana Danko Akufo-Addo nyame de na beduro deɛ ɔmampani Akufo-Addo ɛne mpanimfoɔ ka ho pɛmpɛnso a deɛ beduro no we don't need any support from the EC na MPP deɛ awene deɛ mo sai no nyina no nyame adom na ɛyɛ ne yie ɛnna hwɛ ɔboase ɛnura ntoma fitaa na abuei ɔboase gold wa mu gu no na yapagya 2015 na mo catch there or the saying new plan for say omo mato shares omo fa sika na mo shares aga na wo mu no mo fa mo je sika ma fa ma kegu na Danko Akufo-Addo ba yi o se me mpene na akwanya mo catch say Ghana akwanya ye no enu ne tipa ye wo fa say what wo fa position di ama no no fa kwanta
road minister
general mo kwanta
aden
na menua one transit kra ma nya yi
enti wo si fam na ya
enti mi si fam no hwe education hwe employment hwe western housing sector ben na betumi akase we die and this sector we try hwe is economy adie ben enne ko hata mahabo de mi ne asia ma dwuma obo ban honom na hwe de matopoku prempem so di guso na ko hwe special initiative and nano ye nua be ye be ba ambulance no so ye wu se oba bi ha ni di animu a wo anya kromfo wo ba dwuma eni ti dia make chem sa adwobre so wa sempa fankekamu na eka so woni asempa na de akukuna na eka na yenye de senia ye de abotra kan yensem ni aka say the battle is the Lord's no the battle is still the Lord ya mawie
the battle remains that of the Lord. Voice of Yard Makobefi Frimpong the Tafen lawyer immediate past communication director ma MPP Nietene and Kano Jesse Buaku in Mamprobi says the era of creating fear and panic is over. Anyone who will misbehave in that specific country as a result of the EC's registration process will face the law. The law will deal with the person. Ghana is not a lawless country. MPP is a principled party. The fact that we won with a bloated register doesn't mean the right thing must not be done. Tetechai and his people should allow the EC to work. Jesse Buako in Mamprobi. Sometimes some of these arguments politicians make. And I know you, but we end day. Nana Okesi, I heard the most bizarre statement from Hassan Ayaraga. He says the EC wants total control over the data because they want to use the control to rig the elections. I pause to ask, when he buys a house from an estate developer, does he leave the keys with the developer and goes to ask him to open the house for him when he wants to come in any day? Edwin and Obisa Hassan Ayaraga Hassan we see. The NDC should know that the Electoral Commission is exercising its constitutional mandate, as ex-President Mahama said in November 14, 2014. So let us leave the Electoral Commission to do its work. Regards to Francis Asensobachi, Ortega, Edifri, Boshain. Teacher Kujo Tepe, so the Cardinal. NDC should remember that the current register was compiled in an election year, so they should give us a breathing space. Why do they fear the new register? Regards to Honorable Suleimana Adem Sanid, MP, Ahafwa North constituency. Nana one in Kaswa, the Cardinal. What at all is the NDC having in the old register that they are scared of it being changed? It will worry them. Why are they afraid? Now I can say, ask Adomako the meaning of okay. Nana one in Kaswa. Me who the watcher on papa in Jimaminjan Hosa. George Quarting in Adenta. The NDC should understand that they are not the only citizens in Ghana. Did MPP ban Ghana when the same EC rejected their calls for a new voters register in 2016? They should state their position and allow the Electoral Commission to decide, because forcing a lady to sleep with you is a rape, and rape too is criminal offense, so they shouldn't even try going there at all. Charles Nyamina Samankesi says the conduct and posturing of EC thus far gives some of us reason to oppose the new voters register. Instead of seeing her office as non-partisan, Madame Jane Mensah is rather acting as an MPP agent, and that is not good at all. Charles Nyame enodu is free as a mankesi de ebaye na okay. Yamavin in question says Cardinal, the NDC from day one has given an entrenched position with regards to the compilation of new voters register, which for me doesn't help at all in consensus building. If the NDC has the right to demonstrate, they should go on and demonstrate against everything they want to demonstrate against. Yamavin in Kwesi maintain and on to do is a buy and anopay. Now last one Nafi my sign about honorable Tete Chai so na me pono. Good morning and I say couple said it. Okay, Mad Lion, this is yesterday. Ask Honorable Theophilus Tete Chai for me. How can compilation of a new voters register lead to electoral violence or chaos and rigging of elections? I don't understand. Even the old register was bloated. How much more what you are talking about now? Mad Lion in Ahafo Ehi Diemo. Na me call Honorable Theophilus Tete Chai ho. Na menena start round 2. Titi 5 minutes.
Hey, ya do mago baby.
Hey, Tete.
Ya odu sa chere nkofo a kai hu se enan chere wangasa o.
Oh, sir.
Nti onu mo hwe ni ye.
O te be na se.
Me ka se be hwe ni ye. In 2016, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can say na we repeat here because at that time no EC no was open dialogue with all the various political parties on matters pertaining to elections. And yeah no and I hear who say so there are two different things. We see STL a report about systems or more reports no one they share our report no. You have stakeholders. Did the EC share those reports with the stakeholders? And only sama e wo no musesi a. Omo se consultants ejuma mo. Consultants ni ejuma mo no. Political parties and as stakeholders are omo omo ni omo ejuma no. Omo ni NDC share our report no.
That the na easy wo be see then o. Say na no mo yes a na we.
Who say?
Dada ni nyina no.
Who say? At the stakeholder meeting say and meeting omo ko yi. In seminal APA, then the political parties will make certain requests just to ensure say in seminal mu kano omo ehun enyina so na intiasia ayede aba. And that is what the current EC is refusing to do. Ubekaya NDC as a political party draw a command EC several occasions just a copy of that report. They never. But the General Secretary of the MPP, Eba Asempa, can say they have a copy of the report. And we are a political party. Now, Titi, in some way, say Kosua, definitely you will not have confidence in the system. Because then you are operating as stakeholders. And then information be bar, you share with the governing party, other political parties. No. And these are the issues. The friend saying, civil society groups, they are into this thing because omo raising the issues of cost. Because omo kwechire ako hwehwe nyamum ehun say the cost of this project way above international practice. And only question back one I was say easy I responded to. Minua ya adomako befi isi ejuma wo se uni mu anyame bi ho no amenka hwe ene se yisu eka kire wo say with the biometric register they will not be able to give codes to omo register in different regions. It is a big lie. Then you don't understand the system. Ya adoma kuma befi mama mo is a very simple practical experience. Limited registration exercise. Those new names no more codes. They don't have codes. They generate codes and then give them new polling stations. Say brew the number and what's it called a particular polling station. Do you know how easy divide the polling stations? Divide the polling stations. Generate codes. They do. Entiminua ohanu mo de waiting enya de a wo hu enim de
titi mbajo e wona sa chirem kakra ma
me say electoral commission anytime a umbeye limited registration exercise, the numbers on the register increase. Nti ebani sana, they have to generate maybe say a police station A no, it was some A and B. And in generating B, they need to develop codes for those who will be in B.
How would they develop that code?
Through the system. And nothing I mean, can say because of codes in it, there was a new register. No, me train Airbus to say the codes are not the reason for the EC generating the new register.
And after all, and this Mujitum say entirely new offense registration ground for limited registration.
Oh, why not? Why not? Every election there is opportunity for limited registration exercise. So they say omo 18 any omo register da in their life omo pese they'll have the opportunity to register. And that was the essence of the biometric, because argument biometric in any say yes, sorry, they be an line say yet new registration exercise. What you here? But you said and say afari for no on hearing say yes, I be new registration exercise.
Afari for
that's Fisher folks, Oh,
hey,
I am a one. No, it's because of the nature of their work. Because of the nature of their work.
So okay say on say.
Yeah.
Okay say afarefo no say omubuafu a anything am say ewo hin because afarefo means that the entire Fisher folks in Ghana.
Oh no, to me can't say the entire Fisher folks. But on my statement.
For
afarefo.
I see.
Yes, they've made a statement on hearing say a new registration will be done.
And if I have Ghana your more offense association or
they have associations even
associations or association.
Oh, say more local unions.
Titi address.
Yeah, definitely. Because once they are a group, definitely it was on the
it release now when association no there here. Association no there here release this statement.
No, about it was the Fisher Foods. No, they mean to me. Last week, the whole of last week, it was in the news. To me, I check it.
Mathematics.
So be a catcher or say, you see, percent or yes, our arrangement, because you are creating new regions. It is never true, because in each region, it's made up of what? Polling stations and ameboa. Polling stations, and one forming regions. Because who the police stations ever together, it covers an area, and ameboa. And to say you are creating a new region out of an existing region. The only thing that the EC will do is say, police stations are that location, they align those police stations to the new region. It doesn't change anything. And to me, argument in the and hold it unless say about to unimo they generate codes for new stations. They do. And no, it doesn't need a new software. It doesn't need a new software.
Mate.
And I feel Omoka say, and you see in Kofobewu. Minya, nobody, no political party, no civil society group has said, say, Enipa Ebewu. It's minya, nyamene bi won ma o kika. Sabi. My create unnecessary tensions. Near coalition can say EC has not been transparent in their dealings with the stakeholders. Now, I no for the integrity of the elections, and my integrity engine transparency. So they say, at the end of the day, that is what the various political parties and the CSOs are fighting for.
John in Medina is asking, was it a hunter who shot into MPP supporters at Cherepone by-elections that Professor Frimpong Boateng had to rescue? The hypocrisy of the NDC is nauseating. Good morning, the Cardinal. My name is Masauru Hamza, aka Junior Capello from Kwanta South in OT region. I am for the new voters register, provided Jen Mensa will bring back the money used on limited registration. Period. Sally Susechere, Power, OT region. Rebranding former president and flag bearer of the NDC is like changing black and white analog TV to analog colored TV. The value is the same. Let's maintain the indefatigable promise keeper, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, for more NAPCO free SHS 1V, 1D, 1D, 1F, 1C, 1A, 4 more to do more. 1C, 1A, you don't see it there. And one constituency, one ambulance, maybe. Dr. Babazamo, Master Planner Junior. Good morning, Nana Yokesi. Ghanaians have tasted water and tasted alcohol, so we know the difference. 2020 election is going to be based on good policies with good governance. We all saw how ex-President Mahama bungled the economy. It will be catalytic to vote NDC and John Mahama back to power. When Charlotte Osei wanted to change the then EC logo and many Ghanaians objected to it, did she listen to them? Didn't she go ahead to change the logo? NDC must be serious. Mike Kofi Hagen and I honestly we say buy. Okay. So Frank says the EC says it will cost more to revamp and repair the existing equipment than to buy a new one. Even my village Kobe seller knows how to cut cost and save money. What kind of people are these NDC people? Frank sending that one in. Mami Adwa says, as for my shoes, let me die. The poster of the NDC. Right, Mami Adwa, I'll come back. Why? Shifman of Sewa to Zukadna. NDC can keep on making their noise on the street of Ghana, but it won't stop the Electoral Commission from getting the new voters register for the majority of Ghanaians. I love how consistent the EC under Jen Mensa has become. 4 more to do more. Regards to Dr. Nana Yaubuache of Aso Kwa. Okay, this one from Sampine. Says Sampine, and he says that the codes for every region is now changed because of the creation of the new region. I still ask you, what is the register that NDC used? What is the register that NDC know and we don't know? By the way, thumbs up to the president for bringing Obwase back to life. Unfortunately, one Ferdinand Kahon, as we are about to say, one kind media. Never beg people to stay alone. Okay, all right. Crispino, I get that one. Sorry. Musa Abatwa in Kumasi. Nanayao. All the long talk by Aduma Kubefi, he has not convinced a single Ghanaian why the current voters register must not be changed or must be changed. Is there something wrong with the voters register? The current BVD machine not working? Is there foreigners in the register? And after cleaning up by Charlotte Osei, they will all go back? These are serious questions we need to be asking ourselves. Nana Sabofo says, I thought Honorable Tetachai will by now be telling us what the NDC will do for us after their abysmal performance that took us to IMF for a bailout. Instead, they are here wasting their energy fighting Jean Mensa. It is clear they have no message. It is clear they have no message. Nana answer about for and do if United Kingdom Samuel Brian Boabin says a new credible voters register will be compiled, come rain or shine. As for Hassan Ayarga and co, the least said about them, the better. Ghana is a serious nation and the EC will do its work. The NDC should get a campaign message and vice president and start going on tour. That one will help them. Thank you. Samuel Brian Boabin sending that one in from Awo She. Yo, Bram.
Me da say na ni nua Musa Abatwa. O se saying. O se ka e be ye din pa se nyame bituma convince Brunsam. Tisanka Brunsam agya ne nwuma ye. This is not my target. Obi ani baby o woni de o kan de ne de. Na emo no Bible kura kan say de o wason no. wontie nya ho no ka chia safoto no nti omo wo pepa wo man no ho do ani mpuntuo ayi omo ani so ade hunu no they are the people I'm talking to say ni pan bi wo ndisi nti omo no omo nyina beje atum de make no ya memra ambulance no so ansa na me nya tete chance mba kwa na mienu bi ye firi wo ye da nyame ase say na otwi mu no ejebo ye ambulance na omampani ani so ade hunu say ode ba ne de abeboa ya pomuden ya na montuo no akọ nenim no ye hu adwuma mabo omampani aba so no mebo mi ni aba maybe how Akumsen she's such a wonderful sister adwuma wo born was special initiative eyi wo no enya de ketua no mabo yerua kwaku adwuma manu so bra kwaku also bo modern ewo ho but ya mawie ni saa no hwe ade ba ko Ghana fo nya hunu ye ni say World Health Organization WHO yaw omo were 2 criteria o de hwe developed countries amanye omo anyi omo ho na wie no a wo mo de no 51,222 per ambulance and oba ye ne developing countries na ana fa ni afefa no yesika asem nya num pempensu nti no ye de 53,291 per ambulance. Awrahusam ne say ansan ye de 307 ambulance no beka ho no na Ghana ndu ba bia enipa na Ghana ha no ratio no na ye 509,000 per ambulance. And then another Kokrokoo do na montu a wotu ye nti no ye de 307 no beka 55 no ho no emani kodu 362 no ho no and then no ya bridge gap no from 509,000 to 77,348 yeah and no kire say ya ba modern ya koye nim pa from 509,000 ratio patient ratio this ambulance ratio no World Health Organization you stand at 500 do you my 53,000
confusing listeners
excuse me 291 yen ba ye no yetimi abreje gap no from 509,000 to 77,000 the atosu to Yahweh yeah one say NDC ambulance 30 no mkoto ba ye no mikuta parliamentary hazard we say dated Thursday 4th February 2016 alese befia minia Kwame Siama openi bebia obi anyamisha obusa the question be efa ambulance no in responding to the question no and I read paid 310 tienia alesebefia the contents of the ambulance are the issue. Various things must be in the ambulance to ensure that they are fit for duty or purpose. What we have are not fit for purpose. Therefore, we refuse at the moment to say that there can be deemed this can be deemed ambulance. And yet, Minister of Health at that time, our Parliament said, "They buy and you don't throw up." Yeah, I didn't throw no. Most could 15 million euro. And I'm going to 200 or the same ambulance. A no more 30 penny buy. So if you divide 15 million euro no by 30 no, that says each ambulance cost 500,000 euro. As compared to 130,000 euro dollars. Obi are converting 500
Meka was 133.
130,000. 130,000 as against NDC there 500,000 euro per ton thrower. Na fei ekoba na dia aye no maya for na nyina ya nya bie no NDC for kopa e de besin kopa oba ware a wo mo dia towuo obra besin pa wo no coffee fan ton thrower bi begu ho e na ye de ba ye mo nya hu adwuma mo na mo siesa mo de ba 2014 enti sa san fidie na gu kolebu na ye adwuma e de na mo de egu nchen obani wasenuam ye de Nana danko akufu ado de ano no. Ya friend be queen. What you say? De anya no waba obeku ase ni nyina. Ayiri nyina firi ho. Ebi ne your plan na wase wi. Ebi no obo ase dia enne no ye Anglo Gold asa pagai. Ebi ni ambulance a omampani mills nyame fani say yi. Oto 161. Eno de be ka ho. Omampani kufo papa to so sorry. Ono ni odi kan nyisuade hu na wo de buy 2004. Ya work on na 2050. Na branti am na mse so ya branti oba ya also kuto 200 woti atetika ba ku yo 500,000 euro na ya koya na buy ya sanfa we sama ni biu memra ba ko na mienu bia menu kai so na
obetumi aka ba ko ntu nka mienu
meba medase mejutu menya adwuma electoral commission da ya we menya adwuma electoral commission da MPP for nya adwuma electoral commission da nti ya ho brase ma wo mo sanse yenim na obi a ɔyɛ ne ho so onim no mmerɛ biara no wɔde akakabe nsɛm ne tirimu dɛ ɛno nti na wɔn yɛ ne saa no yɛ deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu a mepɛ sɛ meka wɔn ate aseɛ sɛ wɔse fisher folks no say time ɛde bɛyɛ na sɛ wo target no deɛ a ɛdeɛ na adwadifoɔ ka adwadifoɔ se ahɔhoɔ a ɛwɔ register no mu no ɛnɛ no wɔn nso wɔn mpene na wɔn dwuma adwuma deɛ wɔn ka no ɛnɛ nea kuafoɔ nso ka ne sɛ
adwadifoɔ bɛn adwadifoɔ bɛn
wɔn ti sɛ adwadifoɔ nso ka
adwadifoɔ bɛn
na nsɛn adwadifoɔ a na wɔn nyɛ ahɔhoɔ kɔn yi
a wɔn wɛn
wɔn wɔ makola wɔn wɔ kanise wɔn wɔ ɔdisɛ mi pɛ fiaso
ɔsɛ mɛka sɛ mo mienu mo na ma meyɛ brɛ
o ti aseɛ minia ɛdi school foɔ so a mo pene ɛnɛ so ati de news kaa yɛ ɛdwadifoɔ so a mo pene ɛkuafoɔ so a mo pene ɛtitafoɔ so a mo pene eti sɛ ɔkɔfɔ wɔn na mo kotua manoma manoma ɛwɔ nina na wɔkɔ yɛ press conference bi wɔn sɛ yi a fisher folks fɔ sɛ deɛ wɔn nso da yɛ ne lante bɛ da no na wɔbɛyɛ ɔde sɛ premix no adwuma a wɔn yɛ ɛne fishing ministry wɔn yɛ no wɔn ani sɔ.
radio foɔ so sɛ mosomo nya ayɛ ne anyi adwuma abusua mede mo asi wate ɛfrɛ me nana yɛ ɔkɛse wobɛtumi afrɛ me the cardinal mekyerɛ mu ma chairman general Kwame Sefa kan anɔpɛyi Dr. Father Dixon Kennedy Asante ɔsɛe asɔfoɔ Kogya Asante Isaac Odro Stephen Bafo Peter Square Victoria Kuakrantene Sare Odi Anka Kwame Yaboa Naposo Hima Joy Yabueji DCOP Habiba Chumesi Sapon 2IC Central Region. Our condolences to you as you observe 1 week of your passing of your uncle Andrews Atakwejo this Saturday at New Damai in Asante Mampong. From Inspector Benjamin Odro. So to my former chemistry teacher out of my secondary technical, Elder Benjamin Yaboa, also known as Odontoid Process in Denyami Kumase. Have my condolence on the passing of your dad Samuel Martin Yaboa, aka Kokrokoo Yaboa. Funeral comes off this weekend in Kumasi. Elder Benjamin Yaboa. Yamal Shedding. Every time the more see me, sorry, I'm a Kofi Cumbels and the Royal Baby. Any more better of him, say Premo Betua. Now, and there you are, Dano.
Yo. All say and embrace Kenya or Mayimu, Yam scholarship per nipa be 200-300 air French. Eddie Abe be a master's first degree. A scholarship secretary, I think one honor. Or my penny, that
is why we be drinking all the beer.
And then, ya wada Premotobe Cassia Bonoba. Dan Kokrokoo Yaboa and Nabaja for Betranse Peace Power Sports Review. And then they say Arise for Change Ghana Sports. And watching Carbon Beba Entertainment Review Beba. Make it a triple darling Betranse. No Sia Cassia Bobeba. Network was so. Yami Adma Ochina Yabeba Betwasum no so. Tamunya Sesamunya da GDT.
There is no here.
Makramunya.
That is why we be drinking.